McLaren's MCL39 looks like a car that could dictate the pace for the rest of the field for the 2025 season. I mean, it's kind of expected considering how the team ended the 2024 season. But the scarier and the bigger question that I have in my head is, are the teams set to dominate the 2025 season like how Red Bull did in 2023? Unfinished job of 2024. McLaren in 2024 was a bit of a hit and miss. I loved how the team was able to build a car that could outperform Red Bull's RB20. I mean, Red Bull in the ground effects era has been the team to beat. And in most cases, towards the tail end of the 2022 season, every team started taking notes from the masters, like how it always happens. But in 2024, Red Bull hit a roadblock that we never expected. Well, I kind of expected, considering the team kind of went with a brand new revised concept for the RB20, deviating from the successful concept of RB18 and RB19. But looking at Red Bull's performance at the early parts of the 2024, it seemed like the team picked up from where they left off in 2023. The team won 7 out of the first 10 races, and it looked like the team was set to continue on their dominating trajectory, whereas McLaren started the season on a back foot. But the timing of McLaren introducing their first major upgrade package to the MCL38 at the Miami Grand Prix and Red Bull introducing its flawed floor upgrade package at the Spanish Grand Prix couldn't have happened at a better timing, because it essentially swapped the places of both the teams with one another. Yet Red Bull, with their excellent teamwork and trackside operation with Max's driving, was able to maximize on its result at every race weekend, which can't be said about the McLaren team, as despite having the outright quickest car of the 2024 season, the team let multiple race wins slip away, which again proved everyone how special Schumacher, Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso and Verstappen really are, because everyone found it easy to discount their efforts and their dominance by saying that they had a quick car. But the thing is, having a quick car will only give you the opportunity to win races, but it's ultimately up to the team and the driver to capitalize on the pace of the car to win, and win week in and week out, which is something that they have achieved, whilst McLaren failed to achieve in 2024. I personally believe McLaren and Lando Norris could have won the Drivers' Championship in 2024 if the team had executed everything to perfection. But the cracks denied the team the opportunity to take the double championship in 2024, despite having the car to do it. But Lando's performance at the season finale in 2024 was promising. He was in control of the race from start to finish, and I witnessed a version of Lando Norris that I hadn't seen before. Prediction from preseason test. From what I was able to read, McLaren, unlike the last 3 years where the team constantly started on a back foot, this time McLaren seems like they are better prepared for 2025. The team had a very smooth test session and the car looked mighty on track. McLaren during the off-season claimed that the team has gone with a completely revised concept for the 2025 season, just like Ferrari, giving it the full beans. And I was curious to see how the team would perform, as the last time the team did something like this, it sent them to the back of the field. But the car looks extremely competitive and stable. Both the drivers seem in control of the car and are generally happy with it. McLaren and Lando Norris were also constantly playing down their pace, which is exactly what a top team does. And the most important part of all of this is that the team looked competitive in every single compound. So with a car that looks extremely competitive, what are the possibilities for McLaren in 2025? Possibilities. Winning the championship will be the easiest answer. And if the team is anywhere near as quick as they portrayed themselves to be during the preseason test, then the team needs to maximize on their race result every single race weekend. And for the first time, McLaren and both its driver will be under the spotlight that Hamilton, Rosberg, Bottas, Mercedes, Verstappen, Perez and Red Bull were under during their respective dominance. This is the ultimate pressure test, and it will be interesting to see how the team has evolved, taking the lessons from 2024 to see if the team can deliver their A game to prove that they are up for the task. Both Lando and Oscar would have to make a massive leap forward this season, as both the drivers will be fighting for the title. And the result by the end of the season will also determine who will likely be taking the lead within the team. It will also be interesting to witness how McLaren develops their revised platform, as the team is heading into the season with a brand new concept, as there is a high chance that McLaren might also run into the same trouble that Red Bull did last year with the RB20. Whereas Red Bull is entering the 2025 season with the evolved form of the RB20, because the team sees the potential in the RB20's platform. So the understanding and familiarity that the team has with its platform will help the team evolve and upgrade the RB21 better than McLaren. So it will be interesting to see how the development war evolves between McLaren, Ferrari, and Red Bull as we head deeper into the season. Though McLaren has hit the nail on the dot with their concept, they still have a lot to learn and understand about it to develop it across the season. And one thing that we have understood about these ground effects cars is that these cars are extremely aerosensitive, especially with the underflow. So the development war could play a critical role in how the championship will be decided in the 2025 season. But yeah, going by the team's performance at the preseason test, it seems like McLaren can very well dominate the 2025 season like how Red Bull did in 2023. Or at least it seems like the team has a car to pull off something like that. Or it could also be that every other team were sandbagging their car. So we'll get an answer as to how the performance pecking order is gonna be at round 1 in Australia in a couple of days. So yeah, I'm super excited for the 2025 season and I hope you are too. And let me know down in the comments on how you think McLaren would perform this season. Do you think they will replicate Red Bull's magic from 2023, or do you think it's just too much of a high standards for a team like McLaren who are just becoming a powerhouse? Put it down in the comments. I'm curious to know what's your take on it. With that being said, subscribe to Forum if you haven't already, and hit that like button if you enjoy watching this video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Forum, and I'm out. Peace.